class. My name is Nahid. Today we'll be discussing all the Arya Samaj, Theosophical Samaj and all these Samaj, the societies that have helped greatly for the development of Indian nationalism. So let's look at that topic, that is Ramakrishna Mission. Is quite interesting. Ramakrishna Mission, it was established to spread the message of Ramakrishna Paramhansa. Okay, he was a guru, he was a religious preceptor, he was a religious guru. So Ramakrishna Paramhansa was a simple and a pious man. Okay, what does that mean? Simple, okay, pious means religious. He was a religious man and a very simple man. His teachings attracted a large number of followers towards him. So when somebody speaks simply, a lot of people follow them. When somebody starts to be real, a lot of people follow them. So he was just like that. So Ramakrishna Mission was actually open to propagate Ramakrishna Paramhansa's preaching among the people. The founder of Ramakrishna Mission, okay, was Swami Vivekananda. Okay, he was a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramhansa. His real name was Narendranath Datta. So this is the real name of Swami Vivekananda. This is something you should know. So please note it down here. Okay. Then a meritorious students of Calcutta University. So Swami Vivekananda at that time, when Ramakrishna Paramhansa was preaching all these things, he was very influenced by him, and he was a student in Calcutta University at that time. Was fascinated by Ramakrishna's personality and became a disciple. So Swami Vivekananda saw that Ramakrishna Paramhansa, he has a very versatile personality and a very simple man, and so he became his disciple. Here means his follower, his student. After Paramhansa's demise, so when Paramhansa died, he established the mission. Okay, he established the mission in 1897 to spread whatever he taught among the people. Okay, let's see more. Swami Vivekananda wanted to spread the true message of Hinduism far and wide. So Vivekananda here with Paramhansa's preachings, he wanted to spread Hinduism far and wide. We wanted people to know more about Hinduism throughout the world. He wanted to create a sense of love for the country among the youth. He also, at the same time, while spreading Hinduism, the religion, he also wanted the youth of our country to develop a sense of love for the motherland. Also, he wanted to infuse them with confidence and develop spirituality in their mind. So he wanted to have them self-confidence, and at the same time he wanted to be spiritual youth. This is what he wanted for the youth. He wanted youth to have education, he wanted youth to have self-confidence and develop spirituality in their mind, means a little bit religious. He wanted to unite the Indians as well as to prove the fact that Indian philosophy and spiritual ideas were best in the world. So he wanted to unite Indians through Indian philosophy, and he also wanted to popularize Indian philosophy in the Western field and wanted to propagate that Indian philosophy was the best philosophy in the world. It is in fact true to some extent. He worked hard to spread this message to different parts of the world. So in order to do all these things that I just said, he worked in the different parts of the society, he gave lectures, he influenced people, and just like Ramakrishna Paramhansa, many people started to follow him as well. Though his speeches, Vivekananda infused among the young people a sense of pride in India's culture and heritage. So Vivekananda, whenever he delivered a speech, the young followers, students, they used to be very much mesmerized. And in his speeches, he always talked about Indian culture, Indian heritage. So people got to learn a lot from hearing him. His striking oratory, at the Parliament of Religious held in Chicago in 1893. So oratory means he was a good orator. He could speak, he could influence people. And once upon a time, in 1893, in Chicago, there was a religious gathering. In that gathering, he stirred the conscience of the American people. So with his lecture, he even moved the American people with the sense of spiritualism that he had learned from Ramakrishna Paramhansa, his guru, and from reading Vedas and other scriptures. He learned interpretations on Hindu culture and India's glorious past and made a great impression on Indian mind. So what did he do? He read Indian culture, he propagated Indian culture, and he also put forward the glory of India, and because of that he created an impression in the minds of the American people, at the same time in the minds of the Indian people. He prepared them to face the challenges of British imperialism. So he also prepared Indian people to face British imperialism. That's very important here. Okay. With that, we come to the last society. I guess that is the Theosophical Society. We'll look at that now. The Theosophical Society, okay, it was not a national society, it was an international society. मतलब बाहरी देश का एक society था जिसका branch इंडिया में खोला गया. Originally it was founded in New York, okay, in 1875. This is something you should underline as I'm underlining. Its branch was opened in India at Arya in Madras in 1885. As I said, it's a foreign institution, originally founded in New York, that's in America, in 1875, and a branch of that was opened in India in Madras, a place named Arya, in 1885. Starting with Madras, the society, it started working in Madras, however, became a great social force in India because of the efforts of Mrs. Annie Besant. Okay, Mrs. Annie Besant was an Irish lady who came and settled in India in 1893. So this society, Theosophical Society, popularized because of one lady. Okay, that's Mrs. Annie Besant. She was a lady from Ireland, Irish lady, who came to India and settled in India in 1893. And when she came here, she, with her, brought this movement and she popularized this movement among the youth. She who recognized and popularized the movement in India. So it is her, okay, Mrs. Annie Besant. She popularized the Theosophical Society in India. Okay. Let's look at this portion. Though social service, she wanted to revive among the Indians a sense of self-respect and pride for India's past. So what did she want to do through this society? She wanted to develop a sense of self-respect among the Indians, also a sense of pride for India's past. That's why I always say it's important to read history, otherwise you will not know what people have wrought in the past, and because of their sacrifices we have what we have now. So she wanted them to develop self-respect, a sense of self-respect and pride for India's past. That's what she wanted. She reminded, okay, the Indians about the richness of Indian philosophy. She told Indian people that your philosophy is the best philosophy. She also told people that your culture is the best culture. She also told people that your heritage is the best heritage. Look at me, that's why I have come here to live with you. Because your culture has intrigued me, your culture has something to offer that other cultures do not have. It's rich. You need to understand and accept it. More if we look at, by reviving the ancient ideals of the institution, she was convinced that she could help the people to regain the lost faith and overcome their inferiority complex. So by reviving the ancient ideals means ancient institutions like Vedas, Upanishads, whatever people had said, or the sayings of Indian philosophy, culture and heritage. By reviving all these people, she wanted people to know about these things, and through that she believed that people would get their lost faith back and they would overcome from this inferiority complex. So Indian people always believe that they are not capable of doing things, they are not capable of uniting themselves, they are not at par with the British people. So by reading, she brought all these things together, and Indian people started to read, and then they realized that through reading they can have a great they can develop self-respect, and inferiority complex that they have, that they are inferior, this feeling would go away from them. Hence she started Central Hindu School in Banaras in 1898. So 1898 में उन्होंने Central Hindu School खोला बनारस में, which ultimately became Banaras Hindu University in 1916. 1916 में यही स्कूल जो है यूनिवर्सिटी में परिवर्तन हो गया. Okay, let's look a little bit further. Annie Besant was loved by Annie Besant loved India like her motherland. So वो इंडिया को अपने मातृभूमि के बराबर प्यार करती थी. She was not from this country, as you know. She's from Ireland. She instilled among the educated Indians a new spirit of awakening and national sentiment. जो नए भारतीय थे, educated भारतीय थे, उनको उन्होंने क्या किया? She propagated a spirit of awakening. That you have to awake. She helped them see things that they were not seeing, and also she helped in bringing a national sentiment in them. उनकी वजह से उनके दिलों में जो है एक नेशनल सेंटिमेंट जो है वो आया कि मेरा देश है, मुझे मेरे देश से प्यार करना बहुत ही ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. With that we have come to the last portion here. In 1916, Besant started Home Rule League. Okay, in 1916 she started Home Rule League, and now this is like an association, and to spread the message of self rule among the Indians. Okay, एक तरह का मूवमेंट उन्होंने शुरू किया है, एंड इंडियन को ये बताना की कोशिश की कि आपको सेल्फ रूल करना पड़ेगा. यू कैनॉट बी रूल्ड बाय अ फॉरेनर. You should start, your people should rule over you. That's what she propagated through Home Rule League. She presided over the Indian National Congress in 1917. Okay, 1917 में Indian National Congress को भी उन्होंने preside किया था. She was the presiding head. She was also the first lady president of Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress की पहली महिला president थी Annie Besant. That's what you need to know. Okay. So with that, I have concluded all these societies. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in my next class. Bye bye.